So, right, gonna do an updated sanctuary video. Just because I feel it's important. New players obviously are going to get confused because my old video, I mean, maybe the vendor took a hike or something and isn't there anymore, or maybe he's took a day off. But anyway, with that said, I'm going to do an updated video now. They're the vendors, right about here. As you can see them right in sanctuary right now. Over there is, so that's the equipment terminal, and so is this. You can change your character, do whatever. Over there, now I want to show you these are important. So if you're struggling to get to the main game, which I've been told a lot of people do struggle, so look for the world terminals. As you can see, it's got a picture of a world on it spinning. So there's one here, there's one over there. As you can see, the little world symbol in the corner there, you got the world symbol, and then you've got one here, and you've got some upstairs. So one there and one there, as you can see. Now click these, you'll go to your chosen, well, to the continent that's open. So Amherst is currently open. You're currently in Sanctuary. VR is where you go to test all your weapons. So if you're looking at buying a new weapon, you're unsure, go here. I wouldn't buy a new weapon straight off the bat, but if you wanted to check some stuff out, you could go there. So that's it. So if you're struggling to get into the main game, go into the world terminal and just select the continent. That's what you've got to do. Talked about them, so I'm going to jump straight into the video, just because it can get quite lengthy, really. So this red stuff here is called A7, as you can see it glowing. This isn't an A7 vendor. This is the ISO vendor. Now ISO, I'll click it. ISO is the green stuff. As you can see, I've got 388 green stuff. Now, obviously I've bought most of the stuff in here. As a new player, you're probably going to be playing Combat Medic a lot, just because it gives you the most cert gain. I'm just using Combat Medic as an example. I mean, you might play Heavy Assault, you might play Engineer, but just straight off the bat, if you're going to go through anything, Combat Surgeon is a good go-to. It's very useful. Now, Combat Surgeon you do get from this vendor. Now, you have to buy it with ISO.
You need some implant?
So save up your ISO, get yourself a good implant. Along with that ISO, you can also do missions. Now, these round terminals here, one there, one there. I think there's two upstairs, the same as these, but you can click them and you can do so. As you can see, you've got A7, which was the same as on that board. You can earn a response jacket here. Now, if you keep active the Asylum Jewel, now obviously do these with friends, these missions, if you can, or ask in game if somebody can help you. Frontline spawn missions, they just give XP, but you want to look at the ones for 25 ISO because it all adds up. So you might say, well, it's only 25, but if you do it every day, it can add up. So access NC Outpost, TR and VS. These are pretty simple. You just go where it tells you on the map. You just follow the. Now obviously this won't work because it wants you to access an outpost tower antenna. So sometimes the NC will have taken 2 towers in the game, so you won't be able to do it. Now this does last all day, so if you come on and activate this, it does last all day, so don't worry about it. All I'm going to say is that you've got all day to do it, so if you change continents later on, you can just carry on where you left off. Now it only gives 25 ISO, but it's worth it. Response jacket, if you need response jacket, it's not very good as an implant, but if you've got the same implant twice, you can sell the duplicate implant and you can get ISO. So you get 25 ISO for selling. Here, this one, you've got to complete kills with a randomly chosen weapon. So here, I suppose it's pretty straightforward if you've got the weapon. but you get A7, so 300 A7. Now A7 is what you get from here. So this is ISO.
How you doing, Slick?
As you can see, this is A7. Now just going back to the ISO briefly, don't buy any recyclers, deluxe implant packs or basic implant packs. Don't buy any of them. Just forget it. Buy what you need to buy with ISO. So what I mean by that, do the missions every day. You also get ISO when you complete a continent alert. So if you win a continent alert, you get 300. If you lose, you get about 200, I think.
How you doing,
or
Slick?
150. I'm not too sure on the numbers, but save up your ISO, buy something that appeals to you. So look, go onto Reddit, ask what implant you should be buying for different classes to boost your character. So let's have a quick look. Say for example, for me, I play a lot of engineer. The implants I would recommend is robotics technician, which is really good. That's also in there. So just save up your ISO, look down, look for robotics tech, and buy it at level 1.
You need some implants?
So it comes at level 1, then you need to buy, then you need to upgrade it. So save up ISO again and upgrade.
Implants.
Literally that's straightforward. So you get that from continent alerts, win or lose, and you get it from missions. Now A7 is something that you get from missions, looks like. Most of these are gimmicky. So like Havoc missiles are quite gimmicky. NS-35-7 gun is gimmicky. Like they're all gimmicky. Like the short bow, you just don't use them that much. Now the one thing you want to be doing as a new player is going for the Burlap Camo, because it gives you a different look. Burlap Camo is nice. So yep, moving on. So that's A7. Get that from the missions. Just have a look which one you want. I would get the Burlap Camo first, and then whatever you want after that is up to you, really. I went for the Tranquility next, and then I'll probably go for the Havoc missiles. They're quite useful. But yeah, I'll leave you to it. So this here, this vendor, you get now if you're in an outfit or leader of an outfit, you can do expeditions to gain more resource. So I've currently done a 24-hour gathering, so I get 75 for my outfit. I get 75 blue stuff when I cash this in. So it takes 24 hours to go on an expedition, and as you can see, it's there. Now I'm not going to cash it in, but yeah. So these are mainly for outfit leaders to come and collect resource. You probably won't see them much unless you're in an outfit. So yeah. So here, this particular person, this is for, now if you go into missions and you go to campaign, obviously I've done the campaign, but you get 500 campaign standing. So the campaign standing stuff is you used to get them from missions. I'm not sure if they're going to carry on doing that, or if you just get them from campaign. So these things like the insulated suit schematic, neutralizer device, insulated armor plating, etc. You get these by just doing like the missions that are set, really. So I wouldn't buy the BEC ammunition or the grenade schematic. I'd go for the cold weather gear first if you decide to do that. So this is for the campaign, based around the campaign. So this here is the deployables. Now what you do here, what you do on this one is, so boost and utilities appearance, infantry gear. Now I wouldn't buy boost straight away, and I definitely wouldn't buy these. These are a waste. Infantry gear, So you've got infantry gear here. Now, I would go for these straight off the bat. It gives your character a bit of a look. So let's have a brief look. So if you go into composite armor, that's what they look like. So that's what they look like normal, and that's what they look like with composite armor. So obviously you go to infantry gear, you look what composite armor you need or you play the most. So for example, if you was playing combat medic, you would buy the combat medic composite plating, or whatever it's called, composite armor. So just look what it says, read it. You can buy stuff like Bruiser Plating for tanks, composite armor for maxes, that kind of thing. They are worth it to save up. Now going back to these deployables, which I was going to talk about at first, but so Caltrop Schematic is useful, and hard light canopy. The rest of them aren't great. Like the flash is good if you do a lot of infiltrator. Ordnance is good for point holding, and I've never really used the core team bomb. I just don't have a use for it. So here, going back to it, so you've got, this is more for outfits and outfit customization. So that's all that is. If you're the leader of an outfit, you'll probably have a lot of customization options. So you can buy stuff here, or just whatever really. You can. So armory, you've got steel rain, citadel shield. You can buy these with resource. So yeah, don't really. You won't be using that too much. So that's generally it for the vendors. So if you come here in the middle, you can see all the vendors. Now the one you want to be focusing on the most is the ISO.
How you doing, Slick?
Get yourself
Take a
some
look, take a
ISO,
look.
do the missions, get your implants, what you need. Now to access implants without clicking on him, go to the department, and then you want to go across to implants. So yeah, same loading screen. If you go into infantry and then you go down to implants, you can see what implants you have. Green ones, obviously. So breaking down duplicates, I got 50 because I get 25 for one. So yeah, so ISO, focus on getting that. And yeah, so focus on the burlap camo. Gives you a nice look. I'll show you the burlap camo in 2 seconds. Now after that, I would focus on getting merit points by joining an outfit. Now I would get infantry gear, and I would save up and buy the composite armor for your character. Now I'll just show you this real quick and then I'll call it. But here, if you go to burlap camo, that's what it looks like. Very nice. Alright, it doesn't let me select it because I've got it on my vehicles. But you can see what it looks like. Really nice. So yeah, beautiful. Why is there a sale on sales camo? That's a noob camo, bro. You get that at the start. Alright, good. Anyway, never mind. Yeah, you do directives, basic training directive, and that will give you the sales camo, I believe. For some reason they got a sale on. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. But yes, so any questions, bang them down in the comments. If you're new to the game is really confusing for new players. Always remember to go for your headshots, guys. Always try and get headshots. Now, I'm just going to show you this real quick. If you're struggling to get into the main game, click this, click on Amerish, and there you go. You click X on Amerish. Now, obviously different continents will be open, but yeah. So that's taking me into the main game. Anyway, guys, I will leave it there, and I will see you soon.